All right, hey guys. Similarly to the other holes, I haven't seen these holes. I don't know which way the wind's going to be pointed. They might give us a cross. They could do very well anything on this hole. I have no idea what we're going to be looking at here. So I'm going to set up. I'm going to use my standard bag. Assume layup, but if they give it to us downwind, then we'll probably go for it. I remember last time we played here, I believe they did give us a downwind, but they've really been taking that away from Masters. So there's no way of knowing whether or not we're going to get more of last tournament. I think it's probably going to be more of a crosswind layup, in my opinion. I don't know. I really don't know with that angle. I'm assuming we can at least get to the fairway. I can go for this, but I think more than anything, I'm probably wasting a ball, to be honest with you. I don't think I can get it over there. So first and foremost, I just want to say, I'm trying to visualize the line. I'm going to try to land it more over towards the left center of the fairway here. Maybe 15 rings from that point is kind of what I'm visualizing in my head, kind of right in here. Like I said, I don't anticipate this to go very well. But let's just, if I do really miserably like I expect, then it's not going to. Look at that, some fairway. But that's best case scenario. That's a POC 7. Like, how many guys are going to get it out to where I just did? And is there really an advantage to getting it to where I did? Like, what am I going to have? Is it a short iron? Is it a long iron? I don't even know. I'm really hoping it's a short iron because I know I didn't put Saturn on. So that means, long iron's going to be just dead. So I really, really hope that's a short iron from there. Worst case scenario, I should have put Amazon on. I should have been thinking, rough. And having that full backspin option is going to be better. I had no idea that we were going to maybe be able to go for it. But as you can see, you really can't go for it. I barely crept it to the other fairway. But what I can tell you is, even if I was up there in the rough, me personally, I'd rather have that than the fairway shot from the first fairway. So I can tell you guys that. But then, like I said here, you can see we're right at max anyway. So really no real advantage here. I'm going to try to just estimate what I need to do. I'm going to do 4 backspin and kind of just try to land it right in front of the hole, kind of like this. This is going to be, a very tough shot in itself. I'm going to go at least max ring adjustment, which is 1.5 with my claw, 10 rings. 10 isn't going to cut it. I'm going to go 11. And if you notice what I did with my ball guide, I had it way to the right of the hole, even adjusting. So let's see what this looks like. Still not enough. So it just shows you like how much you're going to need to do in adjustment there. It's at least probably 12 rings, but I wouldn't go beyond that in terms of rings if you were in a similar spot. And one of the biggest reasons is because you might land short. And the more short you land, you could potentially hit that rough. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to do kind of a curl back method to avoid, when you're pulling back more rings, that means you're going to be landing shorter. Every ring that you go, you're going to be landing shorter and shorter. So if I go beyond that, I might land too short where it lands in the rough. So keep that in mind for you guys. So you might want to just do some kind of curl back, straighten out method. I was trying to anticipate how many extra rings. I did go an extra ring plus, keeping at least, it looks like I started at least a ring or 2 to the right of the hole as well. So I was just trying to use some kind of estimation as how side wind that was going to play, but it just wasn't enough. So if I could have used some curl back, at least, I would say about 20 curl to straighten that out would be very effective. And if I was to get a second attempt, that's what I would do. But like I said, bringing a high backspin rough iron, I would just go for it. To be honest with you, if it was me, and I was playing the Masters, I'd just go for it every time. I don't care if I'm in the rough. It's going to be easier than that first fairway shot, in my opinion. Being able to either bring Amazon, I might bring what's another good, machete. So one of those two, bringing good rough iron. I'm only going to need 110 land zone. So you could see where my claw was. Anticipate, you're going to be within 20 yards of where I just was. So let me just show you claw real quick, which is 87 yards, which means I only need a rough iron that's going to have 110, and it's going to be, I'm going to at least be able to put it to where I just did. And you can see my machete's short, right? But what do I have? 13% on top of that. That's going to be at least 115, 114. Isn't that what a berserker, shoot. Yeah, berserker and globe, I'm pretty sure, is 13%. So, 115 is going to be my land zone, which is going to be more than enough on a rough iron. That's going to give me 25 extra yards on what rough iron was, or 20 yards. That's probably an improper way to look at it, because I can't give one the long and not the other. So it's probably 15 yards farther than. So as long as I was within 15 yards of where I just was with my with my short iron, I'd be good to go with machete. Otherwise, I have no reason to use machete other than for a guide for you guys. I can just use Amazon. I don't need that. That ball guide means nothing. When we're talking 15 side winds, that ball guide means absolute crap. I don't care what you guys, think about how important ball guide is, but when we're talking 15 crosswind, you can't even use it. Seriously, you only need to see the first 2-3 hops anyway. So, it's not going to help you in a 15 crosswind. You could just see, the way that I just played that claw, how much of, that side spin just took over. There's no way. You have to be able to visualize that. The ball guide isn't going to do it. You need to be able to visualize what's going to change from the ball guide. That's what's the important thing. Not the actual ball guide itself. It means virtually nothing. So, a nice 6-7 backspin shot, that's going to be ideal for you guys. Good luck with that one. I'm going to at least give you guys, a correction anyway. So you'll see at least a second attempt from me. May or may not be with globes, because it would have to be with this account. This is the only, well, no, I can pull out the Zach account, but then it's going to be a POC 5. Well, that's fine too. So I can maybe use my Zach account, my number 2 account, but those are going to be the only 2 that have globes out of everything. So nevertheless, good luck, guys. I'll see you guys for hole 4. And look forward to revisions as well.